Monopoly? The DOJ thinks so. Here's what that means. Big tech is in the legal hot seat again. The U.S. Department of Justice, the DOJ, along with 15 states, just filed a major antitrust lawsuit against Apple, claiming the company has illegally monopolized the smartphone market by restricting competition through its App Store practices. So what is a monopoly and why is this a big deal? A monopoly exists when one company dominates an industry to the extent that it can control prices, limit consumer choices, and stifle competition. There are legal monopolies where a company can become dominant by simply being better than its competitors. Think of how Google dominates search engines. But illegal monopolies, where a company uses exclusionary or anti-competitive tactics to maintain dominance and block competition, in that case, it may violate U.S. antitrust laws, which is exactly what the DOJ is accusing Apple of doing. What are the allegations against Apple? Restricting competition, for one. Apple allegedly locks consumers into the iPhone ecosystem by limiting third-party app stores and alternative payment methods. Inflated prices for consumers and developers. Critics argue Apple's 30% App Store commission fee forces higher prices on apps and in-store purchases. And blocked innovation. The DOJ claims Apple's strict rules hinder innovation, preventing companies from challenging its dominance. And if the courts rule against Apple, it could shake up the entire smartphone industry. What's next? How this lawsuit could impact you? Well, the case is still in its early stages, but the outcome could be monumental for consumers, developers, and the future of big tech. Possible outcomes. If Apple loses, changes to the App Store, Apple may be forced to allow third-party app stores and payment systems, giving developers more freedom. Lower app prices for consumers. More competition means lower fares and fees and potentially cheaper apps for users. And a ripple effect on other tech giants. If Apple's found guilty of monopolistic practices, Amazon, Google, Meta could all be next. What if Apple wins? Apple will likely argue that its ecosystem protects users from malware and creates a seamless experience. A win for Apple could set a precedent for big tech to maintain its walled garden approach without regulatory interference. What do you think? Is Apple protecting consumers or abusing its power? Should third-party app stores be allowed on iPhones? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to follow me for more real-time legal analysis.